Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving from myself and the staff here at Skatechurch in Portland, Oregon. Wow, times are crazy, right? Here we are, months into COVID and the shutdowns and just a whirlwind of just craziness. I mean, we've had fires here, we've had riots here, we've had protests here, we've had actual bullets shot into our building here. Jobs are still being lost, finances plummeting, people are sick. It's just a crazy time. And I want to give an encouraging word today, even though my start probably doesn't sound that encouraging, but just hold fast because we're going to read God's word and what God says about it. And I really do hope this encourages you today. And this morning, as I'm reading Philippians 4 verse through 7, just being reminded of this exhortation at the end of an epistle by the author who writes this, says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice." I love that. It's not like, oh, rejoice sometimes. It's rejoice always. "Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near." And check this out. "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God." And the key is this: "And the peace of God that surpasses all understanding," with all the stuff that's going on in the world today and our lives, the peace of God will fill us, invade us. And it's the stuff that surpasses what we cannot understand. And that's awesome, right? I know a lot of you today, you know what hope is. We have hope in Jesus. We have hope in eternal salvation through the finished work of the cross. But I know a lot of folks out there, it's kind of hard right now to find peace. But the key is coming to God, laying our anxieties and our cares at His feet with a posture of thanksgiving and just saying, "God, I love you. I know you have a plan and a purpose for all of this. Give me the peace of Christ that surpasses all understanding in my life. Remind me of your hope and your glory." Right? Isn't that the essence of Christianity, is that Christ is in us, the hope of glory. Hope for us, hope for those around us, but it's also the peace of Christ too that He gives us. It does surpass all understanding. Not to carry those burdens on our shoulders. That the Bible doesn't say that, right? It does say, hey, you got burdens, keep carrying them. Hey, you got worries and anxieties, keep holding on to those. No way. Lay it at the feet of Jesus, trust God, and allow His peace just to sweep over your life today as you hear this. And I think too, last week, this came to my mind when my wife and I took a trip out to the Oregon coast. One of our favorite beaches is Cannon Beach. Famous by the movie Goonies, if you're a child of the 80s like myself. The big old haystack rocks are there, and it's just a beautiful beach. But anybody who lives in the state of Oregon that visits Cannon Beach knows that when you walk one direction, it's interesting. As we walk side by side, my wife and I, you can't really hear anything because you're going into the wind. And as it's blowing, you're trying to have this conversation, and basically all you end up hearing is murmurs. But when you turn the other direction and you walk with the wind and you walk the other way, you start hearing each other more clearly. And I think about that with the Lord. If we allow these anxieties and all these troubles to cloud our minds, our hearts, and our judgments, when we're actually going against God, and we're not going to hear His voice, it's like murmurs. Even though we have hope, even though your trust is in Jesus, I hope anyway, and if not, put your trust in Jesus. But even though our hope and our trust is in Jesus, it still can be a rough time of trying to hear God and to feel His peace and His presence. So my encouragement to you is turn from that. Go with God. Does that make sense? Just going with God, and you'll hear His voice as you come to Him, laying your anxieties at His feet, rejoicing in the Lord, being thankful for what you do have, and allowing the peace of Christ, which surpasses all understanding, to fill your life today. But it's a posture of thanksgiving. So anyway, I'm thankful for you. We're thankful for your prayers and support for us at Skatechurch. God bless you, and we hope to see you real soon. Bye-bye.